Books ended, pens got dried, tears faded. Where is my Kashmir? Where is my beloved land? Your Excellency, Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, dignitaries, worthy audience, Assalamu Alaikum. Today I feel honored to participate in this speech contest. The title, Right to Self-Determination, is the only solution to Kashmir conflict. I use the word honored because Kashmir is running in my blood and it hurts me a lot to see Kashmir bleeding, and I strongly urge to take part in reducing the sufferings of Kashmir and bringing freedom for the motherland. I mean IOK, Indian Occupied Kashmir. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know that Kashmir is the most serious dispute between Pakistan and India. The both countries have fought many hot and cold wars which undermine their bilateral relations. India's efforts to strengthen its control of Kashmir by the use of force have always been questioned by Pakistan, that supports Kashmiri's demand for right of self-determination under the relevant UN resolution of 1948-49. Excessive use of security forces, intelligence establishment and state power by India has turned Kashmir Valley into human tragedy and graveyard. Mr. President, there are over 25 UN resolutions calling for the solution of this dispute, but India is reluctant to grant Kashmiris as their right of self-determination. By denying the implementation of these resolutions and occupying space through the deployment of over 7 lakh troops, India is clearly violating international law and UN resolutions. The people of Jammu and Kashmir, they want to live in peace with honor, dignity and freedom. But Indian occupied forces from past over 25 years, they have committed vast human rights violations on the face of the earth. Factual reports of killing innocents, tortured, hostage-taking and rape, they are few among the wide variety of human abuses that have occurred in IOK since 1989. And you know what? Thousands are blinded due to pellet gun shots, and it happened in a country so-called as largest democracy on world. Mr. President, in a bid to suppress Kashmiri's desire of independence from India, the occupational forces, they have been committing genocide of innocent Kashmiris from past over 7 decades, using all possible atrocious method, and use of pellet guns is one such barbaric method, unprecedented in the history of crowd control. Nowhere in the civilized world such weapons have ever been used to control crowd, even violent mobs. And how can we forget the psychological impact this conflict could have? A recent survey conducted by MSF, 1 in every 2 adults is facing mental disorder. I leave it to your conscience, Mr. President and ladies and gentlemen, whether to call it a humanitarian crisis or not, but I have a strong belief that you people can feel the pain of all these souls and all those over 1 lakh people killed in last 3 decades, and more than 8,000 who never returned home, who vanished in thin air, they disappeared, we call them. जवान बेटे के सर लाशे पे ममता का जला देखा, नज़ूले शबनम की जगह आंखों में बिजलियों का जमाल देखा, बिलखते बच्चों को मैंने देखा, सिसकती माँ की गोदियों में, हवा की चीखें सुनी है मैंने खुनक फिजाओं की गोदियों में. On 1960, the UN General Assembly adopted Resolution 1514 as cardinal principle in modern international law. According to that, all people have the right of self-determination. By virtue of that right, they can freely determine their political status, and they can freely pursue the economic, social and cultural development. But in IOK, Indian occupied forces, they continue to occupy 66% area of Kashmir in an undemocratic manner. You know what? Why I choose right of self-determination is the only solution? Because wars and conflicts have never solved the issues. Rather, issues are always settled on negotiated tables. Now both countries, Pakistan and India, both are atomic powers where war of any degree can bring the most dangerous results like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Indeed, Mr. President, indeed Kashmir belongs to Kashmiris. It's all India must stop harping on about its misleading slogan, calling it as an integral part, because it is not. Rather, it is an occupied state. So, it is the need of the time for India to revisit its Kashmir Kashmir policies and take step forward for all those promises which India made in UN Security Council in 1948. I strongly urge the United Nations, United States, European Union and World Human Rights Organizations to take into account the historical dimension of this dispute and sufferings and sacrifices of Kashmiris. Mr. President, as Wolfgang Densby Gruber said, no other concept is as powerful, visceral, emotional, and unruly as right of self-determination in creating aspirations and hopes in people. Mr. President, if East Timor and West Sudan can enjoy the right of self-determination, then why not us, Mr. President? Why not us? Lord, time has come to stand up. Time has come to wake up. Let us not blame our stars anymore. Let us walk towards glory. Let us walk and let the hope stray adrift and aloft. After all, it is hope that keeps the world going. And right to self-determination is the only solution to Kashmir conflict. We die now, yes. Yet we force our hearts. Yet we force our way through the innermost slums of our heart.